What's up, guys? So we're just gonna keep going today. I mean, I'm normally used to just sending off one shot into the ether before we're going back into my reclusive state, but certain affairs in life are making me want to push harder. So here I am. Today we're gonna talk about Holy Ghost fire. Now, a lot of Christians it's a Christian term. Let's not say they've bastardized the term because it's their term to bastardize. But in my previous video about gratitude, I basically said I believe in blood circulation, right? And there are certain positions you put yourself in, bodily positions, that just by the mere pressure of your heartbeat and the circulation of your blood will burn. It hurts. It's a fire that burns weakness, timidity, tightness. Your right hip, your left glutes, your TMJ, your fake asymmetry, connecting to the bone kingdom and extrapolating it from there to own yourself, to become a G.O.D, to become a germinator, operator, and destroyer of things. You must first employ strategy. I think strategy, when you use the vocal deconstruction of strategy, you get strata and GY, right? So apparently strata is like to plan, and GY is a state of things. So you're in a state of planning. I advise you to become a one-man army first before you start commanding your environment. A lot of people try to command their environments before commanding themselves, and I believe that that's just a fool's tale. I've played the fool many times. A lot of people who know me personally would be able to attest to the fact that my capacity for foolishness knows no bounds, but even the concept of Allah gives it away, right? Arm, leg, arm, head. You are the reference point. That's what I'm here to tell you today. You, not your ego, not your name. I'm talking about you, the black orb consciousness that controls the video game character in this meta we live in. That thing must be trained to enjoy Holy Ghost fire of pain through the circulation and the beating of the hammer of your heart. And you need to add these, when I use this app called Obsidian, this note-taking app called Obsidian, and the beautiful thing about Obsidian is that when you put it in a graphical view, it kind of sprouts different emanations and different connections of how your writing has connected to this note here, that note here. For your heart, you need to add nouns such as hammer. You need to refer to the circulation of your blood as the Holy Ghost fire. You need to bring all those concepts from popular religions and philosophies. You need to bring them down into your body and download it at the neural level, so that things that look hard to other people don't look hard to you. You're not ashamed of your own nakedness. You're not ashamed to look at the sun. You're not ashamed to look at the moon. You're not ashamed. You're shameless, because you're not your body, even though you are. You're this thing that has control, your consciousness itself. How does this apply to art? The freest artist is the best artist. The most imaginative artist is the best artist, and you cannot have imagination without control. You'll be put in an institution, trust me. You'll be put in an institution and labeled and drugged into zombification. And I don't want that to happen to you. So my advice for you today is to reduce the veneration you have for a God you have never seen and install his function into your being. G.O.D is germinate, like think about an idea, you germinate it in your mind, you operate through the germination, you prune out the weeds, you find the fertile ground for it, and then you destroy it by either reaping its fruits or moving on to another pursuit, leaving it in your silent empire. And by the time anyone wants to mess with you, you can command it, your creation from ages past, and it will work for you like an angel. You need to change the way you look at things in this world. Looking at things from the point of Allah or from the point of God really trivializes things like money. You begin to command money. You begin to command people. Your words become geometry. I can't state this enough. Your tongue is a machine gun or a cannon, or it can be a water gun, pea shooter, just drooling at the mouth because of how useless it is. Put your tongue at the roof of your mouth and only bring it down when it's time to speak facts. That's the advice I'm giving you today. That's the maxim for today. Be a gladiator. Be glad I ate or nothing. You see, follow my concepts, guys. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be here forever. And I don't want you guys to appreciate me when I'm dead. Be glad I ate or that's power right there. Be a warrior. War, I, or nothing. Use your imagination. I mage, I nation. If you cannot bring these magnanimous concepts and download them into your hardware, then stop speaking. Refer to my video about power and get some. Because we're about to go to the moon with new concepts, and I'm going to try to make better presentation. I'm actually going to try and start writing scripts instead of going off the cuff. And you may never get this level of closeness to me again. So please, fellow kindred spirits, become a god on this planet and show these NPCs what you can do. Alright? Much love. Peace. Safe.